Touch glove if you want, back your corner.
That's Han Ji-eun. That's Adrian Pang. That's Vincent Latoul.
Ready, fight!
And this fight is brought to you by Star Sports in the lightweight division. So much talent at lightweight in 1FC. Latoul looks busy, Pang almost static. No punches thrown so far.
Latoul's gonna stay bouncing on his here, keep changing angles, keep feinting. Looks like Pang's just gonna look to throw big punches. He's dug his feet into the ground. He's
Looks
not
like
moving.
he's looking for one big one, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
he's dug his foot in the his feet in the ground. He's not moving.
Latoul, the only one that's landed so far. These are good slapping kicks. He's hit the inside of the right thigh and now the outside of the left thigh.
Rich can vouch, though, that it's the slapping ones that don't hurt. It's the ones that you don't hear, the ones that do the most damage. The heavy thud. Latoul needs to stay on his bike here. Stay moving left to right, keep feigning, keep his chin down, hands up. Pang just looks like he's setting himself grounded and ready to throw big punches.
Quite a big difference in body type, isn't there?
It's definitely a style. It's like a different style of contrast. One's taller, longer, and lankier. Can he use that to his advantage? Whereas one is shorter and stouter, but looks like a lot of power in his hands.
Pang has good thick shoulders, strong chest and arms. Looks powerful.
His timing right now looks impeccable. Pang's does. Latoul's trying to step in, and Pang's just checking or taking the kick and throwing the big left hook.
Well, his timing has to be good because he's throwing single punches, and not many of them. So when he throws, he better land if he's looking to score or do some damage. Oh, thudding kick from Pang. I wonder if that was the kind of thud that Rich was talking about.
Pang just took a nice little shot to the chin. It didn't look like it phased him. Oh, big shot. That rocked Latoul a little bit there.
Yeah, it certainly did.
There it is
Sent
again.
Backwards.
Oh, he's in him again.
Oh, right hand again from Pang, and Latoul is in trouble, although he's throwing punches back.
I'm surprised to see Pang go to the clinch there. Because he landed some big shots there. Looked like Latoul was rocked a little bit. Nice little foot trip. Right into the guard. Latoul's got the arm locked down, keeping him close. This is where Pang wants to have the fight. He's going to posture up and look to do some big ground and pound. Pang was talking about how this is what he worked on, was a lot of that ground and pound. Pang's bleeding a little bit from his nose.
Latoul will need to keep him close. That's why he's trapping that arm, pulling Pang in. He doesn't want to give him any space because he's got heavy hands. Adrian Pang, he showed us that already. Everything Latoul is doing now is trying to reduce the gap between the bodies, not giving Pang space to unleash those heavy bombs.
If Latoul lets him get space, look for Pang to posture up and try and lay down some big punches. Like he just threw a nice little elbow there. The shorter the distance between the two, the less likely it is to land a devastating shot to finish the fight. Looks like Latoul might be bleeding from the hairline area there.
Yeah,
Got caught a nice little elbow.
Blood on the canvas, isn't there? It could be from Adrian Pang. Could be from Latoul, could be both of them.
Or Pang could be just bleeding from his nose, I think, into the hairline as well. Nice little elbows, though, that he's throwing. The ref looks like he's about to give them both a warning, though.
1 minute left in the first round.
Now that Pang's got his arms free, he needs to look to posture up. There you go, trying to put the elbows. There's another warning.
Latoul keeps grabbing Pang's arms in that attempt to bring Pang closer to him. But Pang is unleashing now. That left elbow did some damage. Final 35 seconds of this opening round. 3 5-minute rounds tonight.
That was a brutal elbow that snuck
30
through
seconds.
from Pang. Nice work from the top position. Latour looks real confident on the ground, though. He's just holding the arm, so he only has one arm to punch with Pong. So then he can only defend on that one side as well, so he knows where the punch is going to come from. If he lets Pong have both arms out, then he doesn't know which side the punch is going to come from, or if it's going to come up or down or wherever, elbow's going to come in. If he locks one arm down, he knows that he can only punch on that one side. So nice work. I mean, Rich, how'd you score that round?
Well, this round definitely Pong is running away with. I think the big story here is the striking superiority. Pong was out striking Latour in this first round completely. Of course, he followed up with a takedown and good ground control. And I also awarded Pong a damage inflicted point on that round. So in all categories, he's basically running here, top to bottom. The thing I'm concerned about with Pong is, you mentioned it earlier, his weight cut. It was not smart for him to take down, but I'm wondering if he's tired and he's looking to keep this fight on the ground. I think in the second round of this fight, it's going to be completely different.
It's Adrian Pong against Vincent Latour. Second round then.
I just don't know. Pong's not going to use a lot of energy, as you can see. He's not someone that's going to chase after Latour. He's just going to kind of just stand in the center of the ring, take the center of the ring. He's not exposing a lot of energy. But he's looking to land those big shots like he did in the first round. He caught Latour with some big shots in that first round.
We start the second the way we started the first, pretty much. Cautious, stand up. Punk slightly busier than he was at the beginning of the first round. But at distance, it's Latour that has the edge. He's got longer arms and he's got faster hands.
And I think as the fight goes on, we're going to see if that weight cut has affected Pong at all on his reflexes, his timing. Because as you get tired, your timing goes down. Pong's cut again, I think, underneath the left eye, it looks like. Whereas Latour, he's really kind of snapping out the punches and he's getting out. Pong needs to actually get after him and start pushing the pace a little bit. I just don't know if he'll have the energy going in the second and third round. Almost landed another big right hand there, though. Big right hand.
Latour, big right from Pong, and another big right as well. And Latour certainly was shaken up by that. He's an intelligent fighter.
Big right hand.
He takes a pretty good punch, the Dutchman. He's intelligent. He'll know to work the distance in this fight, knowing that Pong has had a difficult weight cut. He'll certainly use the 15 minutes to his advantage, if it goes that far.
For those of you watching at home, you can hear the crowd every time something like that happens. A nice takedown from Pong. What people have to understand is when you fight here in China or like in other areas like in Japan, the Chinese crowds, they're real quiet until the action happens. Sure. Okay, so the arena here is packed, but then what you don't understand is that the fans, they're very aware of what's going on, but they only make noise when they see the action.
That's very true. Yeah.
Myself having fought in Japan several times in arenas of 30 and 40,000 people. They're dead silence. You can hear your corners just like we're hearing the corners now until action happens. So when something dramatic happens, a nice takedown, a nice punch lands, or a nice submission attempt, the crowd goes crazy. It's awesome.
Olivier Coste asking the fighters to work to a finish.
This is kind of where I thought the fight would end up with Pong on top. I just want to know if he has the conditioning to push on the striking. He's got to be careful because he's got to stay active though in the next 2 rounds if he's going to be on top like this, Rich, or he's going to end up losing, getting a yellow card and losing 10% of his purse.
Yeah, you've heard Olivier actually warn them 3-4 times now in this round, action on the ground. So I would look for this to be possibly stood up. He's going for a submission now, so that changes things.
There he goes, pushing that knee through. Latour needs to keep scooting out on that left underhook side. Wow.
Yeah, well, Olivier stands them up.
Like a truffle.
Yeah, Adrian Pong seems okay with that.
Let's not get carried away, Rich. Ooh, checked kick by Latour.
Vincent
smiled.
acknowledges, yeah. Pay some respect, nod of the head. Big difference in height, isn't there? You can see from this angle.
1 minute left in the second round.
Pong looks like he's starting to get tired. Arms are getting heavy. Notice every time he kicks, he puts his arms down.
In the stand-up, Latoul needs to use that height, nimbleness, and reach to his advantage. Oh, what a finish!
What a punch!
What a finish this could be. It was a great right hand. Olivier Costa's standing over.
Latoul's looking to belly down. He looks like he's got his wits a little bit back about him. Nice guillotine attempt. Latoul's gonna roll through. He switches over to the anaconda.
30 seconds.
To that Darce choke there. He's working. Wow. Latoul escapes.
Big knees, but blocked by Latoul's arm there. He's covering up well to the knee. They're big knees, though. He's slinging them from way back. The ground kick just misses. Latoul has ridden this out, apparently, with 10 seconds left in the second round.
Wow, I'm so impressed with Latoul.
Oh.
That was unbelievable.
I mean, I jumped the gun, didn't I? What a finish, I said. I clearly chose the wrong work. Latoul managed to find a way to survive, but what a blow that was from Adrian Pang. He'd been looking for that one punch for a long time.
Nice takedown here from Pong in the second round. In the second round, he gets on top. Most of the action happened just right there.
Oh.
Beautiful. Stepped in as Latoul threw a lazy kick. Made him pay. Big time punches landing right here. Then he gets away. Next little step to that we didn't see the replay on was he jumped right into a Darce. Into the Darce and the guillotine. He was able to actually defend it off with his bearings not all underneath him.
It's Adrian Pang against Vincent Latoul.
Final round.
Presumably, Rich, we've got Adrian in front.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the scoring criteria, Adrian has 2 takedowns. He's controlled the ground the whole time he's been down there. I'm working my way up, least important to most important. I have him slightly ahead on striking superiority at this point in time, which is kind of crazy because Vincent's actually looks like he's physically done more damage. I have them even on damage inflicted, and then Adrian obviously has the near KO, and I actually awarded him a near submission, so there's no question he's winning this fight.
4.5 minutes left.
Pong came out right for the takedown, looking to keep dominant control. He looked after that second round exchange at the end of the second round. He looked like he was pretty winded and tired. He kind of big, deep breaths as he walked back to his corner.
Look to finish. Adrian.
You hear the ref telling him to work to finish, which basically means like Latoul, open your guard, look to try and get to a submission, look to try and sweep, look to try and get on top. And Pong needs to posture up, look to do damage, try and pass guard, things like that to try and work to a finish.
These men in their mid-30s. Pang 37, Latoul 35. 15 minutes of action where heavy blows are landed. We won't blame them for being a little bit fatigued as this round goes on. And let's not forget, as Josh pointed out, it was Pang that had the much tougher weight cut.
Pong is breathing extremely heavy right now. When the ref broke him up, Pong took about 4 or 5 real deep breaths. Latoul's checked a couple of those kicks. I wonder if Pong's foot's feeling it.
It could be sore, can't it? Kick to the knee or the shin.
Nice takedown.
Oh, good effort from Latoul. He needs to do something, but he's found
right on
himself
that
in guillotine.
guillotine.
Walked right into it effectively, didn't he?
Lute's tapped.
Oh, he's tapped. Yes, it's up. And an embrace from these two.
I don't really think it was the guillotine that got him. I think it was a lot of the damage that was inflicted earlier in the fight. Kind of just took a lot out of him. People don't understand it. So when you get hit with big shots, it affects your conditioning, it affects your cardio. When that submission got sunk in, you can just tell it just took the rest out of him.
It was an offensive move from Latoul, but he ended up walking into a man trap. Adrian Pang got him in that guillotine, and the tap came very quickly after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Olivier Coste calls halt to this battle. At 2 minutes, 15 seconds of round number 3 for your winner by submission via guillotine choke, Adrian the Hunter Pang!
That's your One Fighting Championship Dynasty of Champions from the National